I think I'm good to go here. Hello, everyone. Hi. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Hey, Potato. How you doing? Hi, guys. I've been really sick. I got like the world's nastiest sinus infection, and so like I guess the new procedure for treating a sinus infection is they like give you a really short dose of antibiotics. And like I get why they do that. It's to avoid antibiotic resistant diseases, which is a thing. I know just enough about microbiology to understand that. But it didn't kill the sinus infection completely, so then I was fine for like one day and then it all came back, so I had to call my doctor and get a second round. But I'm on the second round now and I'm doing better. Not fantastic, but better. Good enough to stream. And I wanted to make sure I stream today and also on Friday, because next week I will not be streaming on Monday or Wednesday. My parents are coming to visit from the other side of the country. Vertically the other side of the country, not horizontally, but you get the idea. They're coming to visit, and I want to spend time with them. And next Wednesday, a week from today, is my 40th birthday, and they're going to be going out to dinner with them and doing all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna be 40. Ugh. If I just acknowledge it a lot, will it stop? But on Friday the 25th, I'm planning on doing a 4-hour stream starting at 5 p.m. Central. I'm going to do 4 games, one from each decade of my life, one for each hour. I'm not, like, completely sold on any of them, but the first one's definitely going to be missed. I will say that right now. The first one will be missed. I don't know about the other 3 yet. I've got some rough ideas, but we'll play it by ear, and I hope you'll join me for an unusually long stream. We can all kick back, hang out. I can tell you youngins about what life was like in the 90s. 40 isn't 40 anymore. You're right. It's true. Like, I always thought I would have my shit figured out by 40, but the more I meet people who are over 40, the more I realize my parents were just really good at lying to me about that. 40 is like 35 nowadays. 40's the new 20 or something. I don't know. People think you're in your 20s. People think I'm younger than I am too, and I've just learned to roll with it and be like, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely 34. That is how old I am. Yes. Definitely. So yeah. Not streaming next Monday or next Wednesday, but I will be streaming an extra long stream next Friday. You're married in 37? Yeah. I know, right? People are like, what? You're 40? Like, yeah, I'm 40. Yeah. Oh, that's why you know all this stuff. Back in my day. No, I'm kidding. Alright. So, we were playing The Case of the Golden Idol. We are going to continue with that. Keep going with the game. Gonna try to figure out why the only button I have on here is the new game button versus, like, the game that I played 2 weeks ago. Not sure why that's happening. Sure hope I don't have to start the whole game over, but, if I do, I do. What's going on back there? Oh, that's Maury. He's up to some shit. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? What the hell? What? Hang on. We're having some mild technical difficulties here, as you can see. We'll just go over here for a minute while I try to figure out what's going on with that. Come on, OBS. What the hell is wrong with you? Live. Okay, now it's working. I don't know what I did there, but now it's working. But yeah, like, as you can see here, oh. Okay, that's weird. Whenever I click into the game, it goes away. Hang on. Settings. Can I take it off the screen? No? Okay, now it's working. Imagine being married. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so if I set it to full screen, it's just a blank screen for some reason. Looks like we're just gonna have to play it in windowed mode, kids. Why does it only say new game as an option? It's not showing... Police Quest, Mist, Dire Grove, Oberdin, Rise of the Golden Idol. That's one from each decade. That's true, it is. I'm just... I'm just trying to figure out why the game is making me start over when I've already played. Exit to desktop. Hang on. Hang on. We're having technical difficulties. Scuffed stream tonight, folks. Scuffed stream. Okay, now it says continue. But it's not letting me replay all the chapters that I had previously done. Interesting. Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to fast track through the ones I've already done to try to catch up, because apparently my game didn't save. They haven't ported Dire Grove to Steam because it's coded really oddly, which is a shame because it's the best mystery case file. I've played Dire Grove, actually. I remember it. It was really fun. Alright, I'm just gonna... We're just gonna, like, fast track through this thing. Da-da-da. Uh-huh. That FMV, it's so good. Sorry, the reason why I'm not explaining anything that I'm doing right now is because this is literally what we played last time. So we learned that Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller from a cliff on the Horn of Thumb on Occupy Island. Great! Okay, good. Got that one. We're just racing through all the stuff that I've already played because the cloud save did not save to the cloud for some reason. So we got the ruby ring, we got this guy with his head wound. Sebastian Cloudsley, who's dead, I know that. There's a yacht. We're just numing right on through here. Super fast speed. There's the Golden Idol. Okay, so we know that Sebastian Cloudsley, Lord of Blackfield, passed away in his bed. The cause of death was a head wound, which occurred when he fell from his... Oh, right, I need to find the horse. Yep, his horse. While he was hunting. Got it? Then they had a scary funeral. Basically, I'm gonna recap what we learned last time here. Basically, the Cloudsley family got this mysterious golden idol, and it's cursed. And yeah, I'm so good at this game. I'm so good because I played these ones before. I just gotta get through so we can get to the stuff we haven't done yet. There was a golden idol. It's fucked up and it's cursed. And yeah. Da-da-da. Idol, blah, blah, blah. There's the glyphs on the idol that I have to set to the right kind of glyph, I think. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe, I don't remember. He's got a fancy ring. He's got some money. Da-da-da. There's this guy. This guy has blown up. Okay, so blank blank was to receive blank and blank's will and ordered that blah 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 blah. Suddenly blank died from spontaneous combustion. So one of them died from spontaneous combustion. We've got that. And ordered blank blank and blank blank to take the idol from blank blank. I remember that. Basically, there was an inheritance dispute about the idol. Da-da-da. So Adam and James, I forget which day of the week it is. I'll have to look inside, I think. And that'll tell me which one is Adam and which one is James. It's the Pear brothers, and... Okay, so this is Adam. His knife has an A on it. Which I didn't catch last time, actually. So he ordered Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol from blah blah, and James Pear spontaneously combusted. Okay. David Gorin, the coachman, blah, 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 Stiletto Blade, Edmund Cloudsley. Da, da, da. So this is Edmund Cloudsley here, we know that. And then this is the lady who's way too into cultural appropriation. We got her. This is the Batley family home. Fat Lord, A and J, pair twins. This is the attorney, Nicholas Maker. Here's Sebastian Cloudsley's stupid aphorisms book. So, Sebastian Cloudsley is the one who died in the last one. We're reading his will. This is Adam Pear. This is James Pear. I think upset. Someone was upset to receive aphorisms in Sebastian Cloudsley's will. Right. Oh man, I wish I didn't have to do this. Peter Batley is the silly-looking fellow. This is Peter Batley. I remember that from last time as well. I don't know why the game didn't save. I'm so mad about it. Willard Wright is the attorney, I believe. This is Rose Kubert. So now, who got the idol is the question. Peter Batley is the one in debt. Nicholas Maker. Oh, Nicholas Maker is the executor of the last will, so this is Nicholas Maker. Okay. That's Nicholas Maker. Okay. My late sister, your mother. I can't remember the full details. Damn. Okay, bequeath you the gold idol of Xenopolis. You'll know what to do with it. Willard Wright. Oh, okay, right. It's not the aphorisms. He was upset to receive the research. In Sebastian Cloudsley's will, and ordered James Parr to take the idol from Peter Batley, who I believe actually got it. Now, who's this guy again? Balls. Was that Willard Wright? I think so. No. Not fully correct. Okay, I guess I have to actually, like, sit down and... You know what? No. I'm not actually gonna sit through this whole thing and redo the puzzles I already did. I don't want to do that, and I don't want to bore you with it. So, I'm gonna look up the solutions for the first 4 puzzles, I think, which are the ones we got to. We're gonna do that right now. I can't believe it didn't save. Case the Golden Idol... Answers. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. This is Willard Wright. This is David Gorin. This is Edmund Cloudsley. Alright. So we got that. This is Rose Cubert's letter. And this is Edmund Cloudsley. And the third one is Peter Batley's. And the fourth one is Willard Wright. Okay, so... Someone tried to take the... Okay. Alright, there we go. Peter Batley was upset to not inherit the idol, which was instead left to his uncle's business partner, Willard Wright. And he ordered his lackeys to try to steal it from him. Then Willard Wright used the idol to magically make one of the lackeys spontaneously combust. Alright, we did this one. The Cursed Inheritance, we did this one. Alright, so, Murder at the Little Mermaid. Let's do this one. Just gonna click through real fast. Get this one solved. Do. So how has everybody been? While I motor through this super fast. We're jamming to the tuneses. Hell yeah. We're just zooming on through here. Alright, I think that's everything. There is material to be discovered, is there? Ah, yes. This as well. Okay. Alright. We'll solve this real quick. And by solve, I mean we'll literally just look at the answers here. Da-da-da-da. You know what's weird? I feel like the interface is different than I remember it from playing it a couple of weeks ago, and like my game didn't save. If it weren't for the fact that I know I uploaded that stream to YouTube, I would legitimately think I had hallucinated this game somehow. Wild. Spooky. Yeah, just tripping balls. Annie Blair. John Breege. Ash Blair. What do you mean they're incorrect? Oh, I see what's wrong. There we go. Okay. Now I can identify all these people here. Willard Wright, we know, is the dead man. This is Henry Parker. His little watchman's rattle identified him. This is Robert Redruth, the escaped convict who we saw on a wanted poster. This is John Breege. As the only woman, it's pretty easy to figure out this is Annie Green. This is Ash Blair over here. The dude playing is Maurice Evans. Whoops. And this is Oscar Boynton. Alright, so we got all that. So, the answer is Ash Blair crept into Willard Wright's room through the trapdoor, while Annie Green and John Breege and Oscar Boynton are playing cards. A fight ensued, and Willard Wright got stabbed with a dagger. Boom. Okay. So Ash Blair proceeded to steal the idol from Willard Wright. There's a secret society of some kind going on. He also framed the murderer Robert Redruth for it. We played this one as well. We played the dining room one. This one was really hard and took a long time, so I'm just gonna zoom through it as fast as possible. We spent most of the evening on this one. And this was also the last one we did. So after we finish the next one, after we finish this one, we can actually go on to, like, actually solving the mysteries. This is Little Pip, I remember that much. Wine and brandy. Various keys. Doo-doo-doo. Dirty literature. Someone's reading naughty books. Alright. Ash Blair, finest tobacco. Remember, Ash Blair is the one who stole the idol. Or killed Willard Wright, at least. Go up the stairs. Instructions for a love potion. A knife! How to read the letter. Wait, I need to look at this letter, that's right. Because this letter actually tells you who ordered the killing. I remember that. Okay. And then in here we have the tonic. Got some letters, blah blah. We're just zooming through, man. We're just zooming through to catch up. There's the idol. It's still in the family possession, it seems. Or it's back in the family possession, I suppose. The Brotherhood of Masks isn't impressed with whatever Edmund Cloudsley is doing. Da-da-da. Here's the murder scene. We can see Rose Kubert has kicked the bucket. Peter Batley is upset. The steward is just trying to do his damn job. Poor guy. Here's various things that have been drank and ate. Edmund Cloudsley has an opinion. Da-da-da. Here's the dining room table. We have to figure out who was sitting where. I'm honestly not going to bother with worrying about this too much because, I mean, I have the answers laid out. So, let's begin with the identities. We have Rose Kubert, our dead woman. We have Edmund Cloudsley. We have Peter Batley. This would be Mary Richards over here. She's mentioned in a letter, and this is her father, Lothar Richards. This is Brian Walker, the steward. I really hope I don't have to do this again on Friday. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'll be very mad if I do. Lucia Smith is this nice lady here. And this is Ada Baker. And that's Little Pip. Alright, so we've got our names. Now, let's see whose rooms are where. We've got Ada Baker over here. Little Pip and his weird little room there. What does Little Pip even do? Are they paying Little Pip? This is child exploitation. Lucia Smith. David Gorin, the coachman, lives there, and Brian Walker lives at the bottom. Alright, so now let's set up the dinner arrangements. We got Peter Batley over here. We've got Mary Richards next to him because he slipped Brian Walker a note saying he'd give him extra money if he put him next to Mary Richards because he's a horny creep. Edmund Cloudsley over here. Rose Kubert over here. And Lothar Richards over here. Alright, so now here's the whole story. Dark Hand Steward wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead. And thus Ada Baker poisoned the tonic and hid the necessary key in a bag. At the dinner party, Rose Kubert ingested the poison instead and died. Okay, alright, we are finally caught up to where I want to be. So now we can stop just bum rushing through everything and trying to catch up to where we were last week. We spent a whole half hour doing that, guys. I hate it. Alright, now it's time. This is new. Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker, Oakwood Gang, Brawler and Robber. Hardy Abe, Burkham Workhouse, Brawler, has a cart. Little Billy, Hobbs Gang, Burglar, enters through chimneys. Jack Nails, Timberbrook Inn, Burglar, and Picklock. Picklock? That's an interesting term. We've got a fantastic sketch of multiple fabulous hats. A box of confectionery. This horse looking like he wants to be pretty much anywhere but here. Oh, there's Ada Baker, the poisoner from last time. And Little Pip! Go, Coin, go! Grrr! That must be Coin the dog. Ah! We've got a sword. The ruby ring marks him as a member of whatever secret society everyone's a part of. A wrapped piece of candy. And a loaded pistol. Ah, this is, the Ash, what's-his-face, the tobacco guy. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it to decade. The more recently it has died, the better? EC, Edmund Cloudsley, what are you doing, man? You're up to some shit. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. A scarecrow in a wooden coffin. So, here's what we have to solve. Blank blank needed a blank. Blank blank, along with accomplices, delivered a blank. Upon entering, blank blank suddenly blank blank blank. Meanwhile, blank blank the amount of blank in a sealed blank. When blank blank and blank blank entered the room, the black blank killed them both. Fascinating. By the gods, what was that? Excuse me. Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. The infamous gentleman robber Walter Keene, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, ooh, and left. This is already the fifth robbery by the infamous gentleman, who is, as his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. The reward for catching Walter Keene has been increased to £100. So this could be Walter Keene. It could also not be Walter Keene. Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Mr. David Gorin, you are in charge of all security and arms. Miss Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. Little Pip, you are in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Edmund Cloudsley. So, I'm assuming this doggy here would be Golden Doubloon, because Little Pip called him Coin. Oh, there's a lot going on in there. Let's come back here real quick. Let's identify some people, shall we? We know this is Little Pip. I'm gonna take a shot here and say this is Golden Doubloon. And this is Lucia Smith, I'm guessing. Yes, that would be Lucia Smith, because Ada Baker probably got fired for poisoning Rose Kubert. I would imagine you wouldn't keep your job after that one. A small weight is tied to a pull-down lever at the back of the idol. That's interesting. Shard of a vase. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday, in the Timberbrook Inn and bring all of your tools. You get your share as we agreed, WK. Lockpicks, a saw, and a loaded pistol. A club. An apple. Okay. Interesting. I think this is Edmund Cloudsley without his, fancy wig. Vacuum. This simply did not work. After I aimed the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Vacuum V2. Attempted this with input, and it was definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously did not complete a completed vacuum in the sealed vessel. Gold filtering. Okay, so I'm guessing Edmund Cloudsley, who has had this idol in his possession for a little while, has been trying to figure out how to work it. And making notes. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. I did not know seawater contains gold. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in the open sea. Get gold by aiming at the target, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. Unknown effect 14. The implications of this are what I surmise. This could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. Okay, so I think we've got a few things. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. But what was delivered in the coffin... Because they delivered a coffin, but there was a scarecrow in it. What am I... Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm not used to having this not on, like, full screen. But if I put it on full screen, it just decides not to, just casually decides not to work. Okay, so I have to identify what the runes do on this one. That's interesting. Okay. Spontaneous combustion. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I have performed freezing before it. Freezing. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and glass shards flew everywhere. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on target it can see. If the eye is red, it is ready for blank input and will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform that input and it will turn red afterwards. Okay. A rotten apple and a green apple. Interesting. So I'm guessing this is Walter Keane, the gentleman robber. Over here. Why do I not have the name Keane in here? Because I didn't click it, that's why. Okay. So that's Walter Keane. I don't know how to find his name yet. I'm gonna guess that the guy with the lockpicks is Jack Nails, because Jack Nails is a picklock. There's a lot going on in this one, guys. There's just a lot going on in here, and I feel like... Oh. What's this? Door's been kicked open. Lockpick. They broke in. These are thieves who broke in. Let's see, which dude has a club? Brawler has a cart. I'm guessing this is Hardy Abe, the other one. And this is... Who is this guy? He's familiar. We've seen him before. I just don't remember who the hell he is. He's still breathing, though. He ain't dead. What am I missing? Nothing. I found 34 out of 34 words. Maybe that's... No, that's not David Gorin. Maybe it's David Gorin? Oh! Got it! I got the identities. I got all the identities filled in correctly. We know that a vase exploded. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with these, though. So... David Gorin, along with accomplices, delivered a coughing. Upon entering... Somebody suddenly... Something. Meanwhile, blah blah... Blank, the amount of blank, in a sealed cough... In a sealed... Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley... increased the amount of air in a sealed coffin. Because he's hiding in that coffin. He's hiding in that box. When blank blank and blank blank, when Hardy Abe and Jack Nails entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. Hang on, I think I got it. Ah! Not quite. Damn. You currently have no unlocked hints. We strongly advise for you. I am going to do a hint. I need a hint. I have to match these things that I've seen before, so... Let's do that. I'm getting a hint. When the idol creates a vacuum, it decreases the amount of air in a targeted vessel. When the idol burns something, it increases the amount of heat in the target. Whatever the idol takes, it must give to them something else. The question is, what is it tasked to increase or decrease? Okay. Okay, so clearly this symbol here means decrease, because this is decreasing air. Creating a vacuum is decreasing air. So the cane with the dot next to it is going to be decrease air. Decrease. So I'm assuming this without the dot is probably going to be increase. Decrease gold, increase gold. So that symbol there is probably gold. This is interesting. This I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm guessing this one here is matter. This one in the middle is probably matter. Matter. Heat. Water. Nope. Let me look at that book again here. Increase and decrease, I've got. Okay, so this is increase heat and decrease heat. So first you decrease heat and then you increase heat. So this thing with a little triangle here is presumably heat. No, that's definitely heat. Because it's not matter, it's corpse. No? So this is matter. Or corpse. I think it might be corpse. Yeah, I think it's corpse. No, it's matter. Take away heat from matter. Add heat to matter. Wait, this is moving water, not gold. No. No, it's moving gold. It's moving gold. So these three are correct, and this one is correct. It is these two that are giving me fits. Okay. That is air. Then this one with decrease air would be this one with the two squares. Got it. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. So. Now I just need to figure out what's going on here. So we've got that Edmund... I think the paragraph about Edmund Cloudsley is correct. Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. Maybe. Oh, God. I'm struggling here. There's multiple things wrong with this. I just can't figure out which one. Maybe it's Walter Keane who is the one. No. No, I need another hint. Gotta earn another hint. By matching stuff. Alright. Imagine, my friend, one person under another's command arrange the purchase of a corpse. But can the purveyor of the corpse be considered honorable if the coffin contains a scarecrow instead? It must have come as quite a surprise to the servant who arranged this deal, and someone could have used this stunned confusion to their advantage. I don't know. He was bonked in the head, but he's still alive. Hardy Abe. Aha! Okay. Clubbed David Goring. Got it! Got it, got it, got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keene pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through a lock, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. There doesn't seem to be any way to save the game, so I just assumed it was saving on its own, so let's just continue. We completed Chapter 2, The Cursed Inheritance. Now we are on to Chapter 3, The Ascent, The Strange Practices of a Secretive Society. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Oh, there's a dude here. He has a hand and eye tattoo. He is tied up. He has a pistol. David. The gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. Ooh, is it a Halloween party? I love a Halloween party. Grab rope and weapons, WK. Ash Blair's Finest Tobacco. To David Gorin for reliable service from EC. I believe that would be our friend David Gorin tied up there. A hat. A drawing of hats. A new coat, a pistol, and a sword. Interesting. Footprints. More footprints. Many footprints. There's some shit going on here. There's so many footprints you could say something is afoot. I know I'm not funny. Brothers wear masks appropriate to their houses. Dark hands, proud beasts, and water snakes. This is the worst Hogwarts I've ever seen. So, presumably whoever is tied up there, because he had that tattoo of a hand on him, would be a dark hand. Brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. 3 eyes is master, 2 eyes is steward, and 1 eye is initiate. Oh, I wonder if it's steward dark hand. January 5th, 1789. Masters, I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic, and with great resolve, punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin. But the devil had prepared a treacherous trap, and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered his study. Okay, this is what we saw in the last puzzle. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast, only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior David Gorin, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. It was one dog. After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. This is reading like Zap Brannigan. This is old-timey Zap Brannigan. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I am forced to go into hiding because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I've recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you the next report. It is impossible for me not to read this with the Zap Brannigan inflection. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keene. Kith, I've made it with a woman. Inform the men. Oh, we've got more love letters. October 20th, 1789. Masters, I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. You were just writing that? Kid. I always remember, there was one line where, I don't remember what episode it was, but Leela referred to various people as Wingus and Dingus, and Zap Brannigan took it literally, and he was just, Wingus! Dingus! addressing them like that's their real names. Excuse me. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. This man got nibbled on by a single doggo. There, I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young, resourceful gentleman who I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well-versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. Oh my god, this man's insufferable. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keene. January 16th, 1790. Illuminated Masters. Oh, this is someone else. Okay. Illuminated Masters. I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst from our brethren. Love all the random French countries there used to be. France wasn't so much a country as a jigsaw puzzle, but I think that's true for a lot of European countries. I know it's also true for Germany and Italy. I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-hand brother Walter Keene, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. Okay. I am certain that, on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. Sir Geoffrey Sinclair. All the Germanys. So many Germanys. Many Germanys. Alright, so we can go through this door and that door. Let's go through this one. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Look at this bunch of fucking clowns. This is what wealthy men do, apparently. Or at least did. They got all dressed up in stupid outfits, and they went around thinking they held all the secrets to the universe. You know what? Bring this back. Bring this back. Bring this back for men, because the alternative is political podcasts. And we've all seen where that's gotten us. Bring back the Gentlemen's Club where they put on stupid masks and pretend to do magic, okay? 2 cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine but are almost empty. The Griffin has spoken. He has a ruby ring and a silly robe. The Griffin has spoken. A tray with a small vial of unknown substance and a ruby ring. The Griffin has spoken. A silver tankard of red wine and a ruby ring. Your family's from Brandenburg, Silesia, and Prussia. So, Germany, then. I do not really know the depths of my family's origins. My family's Jewish on both sides, and a lot of records got destroyed, but, I know there's some Austria in there, maybe some Prussia. Let us await the results from the chamber below, says this weird guy, who has a sword. The Griffin has spoken. This guy has a ceremonial scepter. That's not a scepter, that is the most badass cane I've ever seen in my life. I want a badass cane. Like that. Look at this stupid death's head on here. Look at these fucking dumbasses. Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, included deadly poison. It's also called Albion in this world. He's not that much of a wanker. Okay, fair. I just assumed he was just, like, saying things to sound cool and impressive. So this is some kind of a rite to see, like, who has been accused of what. Add substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first. Accuser chooses the remaining, and both partake in the wine cups. And I guess whoever lives is innocent. Like, this is the stupidest way of deciding anything. Might as well just draw straws. Ritual of Squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. Required decorations of the hall are the Grim Reaper, the Never-Ending Teacher, and the Feeder of Mouths. Ritual of Conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. The sword must be borne by any initiate. Required decorations are the never-retiring teacher, the keeper of treasures, and the mirror of the soul. Ritual of dispute. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. The scepter must be borne by the water snake master. The water snake master! Required decorations are the keeper of treasures, the never-retiring teacher, and the grim reaper. Ritual of discord is when you sign onto the internet on a chat program and then you yell at people on the internet. No, the houses of the accuser and their defender stand beside their brothers. The scepter must be borne by Dark Hand Master. Required decorations of the hall are the speaker to the blind, the grim reaper, and the keeper of treasures. Okay, so one thing is for certain. The grim reaper is present. We know that. These two men are barefoot, so they were participating in one of the rites. Let's see what's down here. Oh, another clue added to the thinking panel. Wow, there's a lot going on down here. 1. House on back. 2. Eating some foods. 3. Fish house. What? I don't know why, but this just really tickles me. Just a fish vibing in a house. And 4. Dress inappropriately for the weather. These are some interesting trials. Prepare to receive what you have earned. February 10th, 1790. Brother. A member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we have decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14th and fulfill your role in the rites of the Brotherhood, Council of Masters. We've got some brands. We've got an eye and a lion. We've got a ring in the pocket and a ring on the finger. I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. Okay. So here are the rites. Inception, evaluation, transition, and admission. Okay. So someone is going through some rites here. And the first one is house on the back. So it's either inception or admission. This is the rite of my husband taking out the trash in December. not in his underwear, but like, he will absolutely take it out in a pair of flip-flops and shorts. Alright. So blank blank was blank to a blank ritual. So the rituals we know are challenges. The challenge up there, we know that's happening. He, along with blank blank, ambushed blank blank. Blank blank posing as blank blank. Blank to blank blank with a blank, which blank had no blank. Blank 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 the other blank and died. Meanwhile, blank blank passed the blank ritual to become blank blank. Okay, so we found all the words. So now let's start piecing some shit together. We have the Dark Hands, the Proud Beasts, and the Water Snakes. So whoever is down here is receiving the ritual to become a Proud Beast because he's got the lion. So he's becoming a Proud Beast. Don't know how many things, but whatever. The other person drank the other cup and died. We've got that. There's a lot going on here. Ritual of blank. Let me take a look at that ritual again here. So it's house on your back, food with no mouth, fish house, and bad clothing. So house on your back is first, so that means the first one is going to be snail. So it's either inception or admission. I'm gonna guess it's a test of admission. Because the second one is time, and I guess you have to be patient if you don't have a mouth but you want to eat. So we're gonna say this is a ritual of admission. See if that's right. We need to determine who these are. And we know that it's Lazarus Hurst who's being challenged. Like, we've got that part already. He's being challenged because he's already been determined that he is not an honorable man, I suppose. So let's see if we can figure out which ritual this is. Upstairs. Oh, I didn't realize you can zoom in. Look at that. Oh! Okay. Ritual of squabble. Ritual of conflict. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. And I know that how many silly doodads they have on their coat is their rank. Or how many doodads. 3 is master, 2 is steward, and 1 is initiate. Okay, so these guys are stewards, these guys are initiates. They're both initiates. So I'm thinking this is the ritual of squabble. Because it says that they both have to be initiates. So now, who is this guy? Two or fewer slots are incorrect. Well, that's fantastic because there are only 2 slots. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so we can at least know the ranks. That's Master. No, Master has the 3 doodads. Steward has 2, and Initiate has 1. We've got that. What does the fox say? The fox says, "Hello, badass. How you doing?" We're struggling on this one. We're struggling here. There's a lot going on in this puzzle. Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. I'm so glad people actually came. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, but it's really good to see everyone. I'm sorry, I've been so sick. I have had the sinus infection from hell. It will not go away. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. And I gotta get better by Sunday because my parents show up on Sunday. And Sunday night, they want to take me to dinner. So I gotta get better. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Sunday night, they're taking me to dinner. Monday, I forget what we're doing Monday. Tuesday, we're going to a hockey game. We're going to the Stanley Cup playoffs. And then Wednesday is my birthday, and they're taking me to dinner. Me and my husband, and my friend, and a few other people. I think my in-laws, too. It's gonna be nice. And then Friday I will do my 4-hour stream. Alright, so if this is the Ritual of Squabble, we can probably figure out a few things about it by looking at the Ritual of Squabble. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. Who's got the sword? That guy. He's got the ceremonial sword. Yes, Wednesday is my birthday! A week from today. This is my final week of my 30s. It's intense. I'm gonna guess that this is a dark hand, then, because he's holding the sword. So these stupid-ass red masks are dark hands. I'm gonna guess these guys are water snakes and these are proud beasts. Nope! Incorrecto. Okay, so the required decorations of the hall are the Grim Reaper, the Never-Tiring Teacher, and the Feeder of Mouths. So we have the Grim Reaper over here. Now, what's with the key in the book? I don't know what... You know what? It might be the Ritual of Discord. The houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brothers. No, I think I'm right. It's the Ritual of Squabble, because they're both initiates. And the sword is being borne by a dark hand. Interesting. So this is a Dark Hand initiate who has been tied up and placed there. So they ambushed a Dark Hand initiate. Posing as initiate Dark Hand. No. Okay. But he is posing as initiate Dark Hand. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that David Gorin was the other ambusher. Hydrate, you got it. I'm drinking. This is confusing as hell. Nope. Let me look at these robes again. This has 1 diamond on it. This has 2 blots on it. This has 3 blots on it. I'm looking at the robes. Diamond, diamond. Circle, circle. That's what's confusing me here. There are no eyes that I can see on the robes unless I'm just not looking closely enough. Am I not looking closely enough? I'm gonna need a hint. Give me a hint, game. Alright, let me earn a hint real quick. By solving this stupid, easy puzzle. Do. Peter, Maurice, David, and Mary. On the ranks and masks. Well, my friend, there are 3 colored robes which represent rank, and 3 masks which represent houses. You do not need to fill in everything about each chamber. Just finding out what rituals take place in which chamber will help you understand the ranks and houses of the brothers present. So the colored robes represent rank, and the masks represent houses. I did figure that. I just can't figure out which they represent, because this is killing me. Okay. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. We got that. Initiate has 1 eye, Steward has 2 eyes, and Master has 3 eyes. How am I supposed to know what that corresponds to in terms of colors? It's driving me nuts. Ugh. Balls. Give me another hint. This is really tough. This is a lot tougher than the last one. Oops. How did I get those 2 confused? Okay. I was wondering, my friend. The cultists seem to be very particular about the interiors of their ritual chambers. Look for blue ribbons in the ritual descriptions and in the chamber. This should help you work out who is presiding over the ritual. Right. So, the required decorations in the hall are these little blue ribbons. And we know that the Grim Reaper is here. And he's only required in 2 of the rituals. He's only required in the ritual of Squabble, and the ritual... Oh, he's required in 3 of them. And the ritual of Dispute, and the ritual of Discord. The scepter must be borne by the Water Snake Master. Perhaps this is the Water Snake Master, bearing the scepter. Keeper of Treasures, the Never-Tiring Teacher, and the Grim Reaper. A book would be a never-tiring teacher, wouldn't it? Yes, a book would be a never-tiring teacher. Keeper of Treasures. The Feeder of Mouths. That's a key. The Keeper of Treasures. The key is the Keeper of Treasures. the Keeper of Treasures, the Never-Tiring Teacher, and the Grim Reaper. Okay, so this is the Ritual of Dispute. Only stewards of higher rank can be defender and accuser. The scepter must be borne by the Water Snake Master, so that's this guy. And the required decorations are the Keeper of Treasures, which is a key, the Never-Ending Teacher, which is a book, and the Grim Reaper, which is literally the Grim Reaper. So this is the Ritual of Dispute. And this means the white one is Master. The red robe must be Initiate, and then Steward must be the green one, because they have to be stewards or higher to challenge each other. Okay. Got it! We got it! We got it, finally. We've got one of them, finally. Alright. Finally got one. Alright, so. This is a Water Snake Initiate. 2 or fewer slots are incorrect, okay. Yeah, alright, we got something! We got something! I'm very happy about that. Thanks! I did it! Now, let's take a look at this Ritual of Dispute. Who died? I'm guessing it's Jeffrey Sinclair who died. So Lazarus Hearst was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with Walter Keane, ambushed blank blank. Blank blank posing as blank 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 to blank blank with a blank which blank had no blank. Blank blank drank the other cup and died. I'm going to assume that's Jeffrey Sinclair who drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, blank blank passed a blank ritual to become a proud beast blank. Proud beast. I don't know what he would be. Proud beast. I don't know. I do not know. But we are coming along. No, that's not David Gorin. That wouldn't be David Gorin. Literally just putting in names. Nope. I'm literally just trying all of the permutations here. Okay, so clearly it's looking for a name. It's looking for a name. An actual name. Damn. Okay, so presumably that's a Ritual of Inception then, because I swapped that. And that's Lazarus Hearst down here doing the ritual. This is a Steward Proud Beast? No. Um... No. No. That's not right either. God, I really do not know what's going on here. Give me another hint. I'll earn another one, damn it. And if I can't figure it out from the hints, well, I do have the walkthrough still up on my phone, and I will look for a hint. Not a full answer, a hint. This one's just really rough. You can help if the hints no work? Thank you. Consider this, my friend. Anyone can wear a robe and mask. Someone outside has something on his body that clearly marks him as a member of the Brotherhood. But where are his robes and mask? Perhaps there's an imposter among the culprits, among the cultists, helping out an accused brother as part of a cunning plot. I have figured that. Save me looking for a walkthrough. I still have it up on my phone. Let me look at the letters again. So Jeffrey Sinclair is the one who's like, no, he shouldn't be in here. Lazarus Hurst is the one who I'm pretty sure is down there getting the, I think this is Lazarus Hurst. So who's this? It's not Walter Keane. And we determined this is the ritual of Inception. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because the last one here is Nature, the tree. Administered by Proud Beast Steward. Okay. So this would be Proud Beast Steward. Got it. Alright, got that. So, Lazarus Hurst is down here. So, Lazarus Hurst passed the ritual of Inception to become Proud Beast Initiate. We got that part. We got that part down. Walter Keane is in cahoots with Lazarus Hurst. We know that. Ambushed. They ambushed a Dark Hand Initiate. That's the one who's tied up. Dark Hand Initiate. So this is probably Walter Keane, I think. Posing as Dark Hand Initiate. Signal to blank blank with a blank which had no blank. Jeffrey Sinclair drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hurst passed the Inception ritual to become Proud Beast Initiate. Now, he was holding a sword. No. What's he holding? Let me go back up there and see what he's holding. He has a tankard with some red wine in it. And a ruby ring. So he's holding a tankard. Let me see what the rest of them are holding. A ruby ring. Ceremonial sword, ruby ring. Scepter, ruby ring. A ruby ring. A blank that had no blank. A tankard that has no something. Who's this asshole? David Gorin, maybe. No. Water snake initiate. Oh, he's posing as Lazarus Hearst. Am I close? Am I getting closer? Am I getting closer? You're gonna stop me there? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hi, Metal Cows. I'm getting things very wrong. With a blank which had no blank. I have misunderstood the cause of the upper ritual. Okay. Got it. So we're going to go ahead and just remove everything except for the last paragraph. Hey, MC, it's going. It's definitely going in some direction. Someone drank the other cup and died, but we do know. We may remove Lazarus Hearst from the top shenanigans. Yep, I did get that because we have this last paragraph correct. I know that meanwhile, Lazarus Hearst passed the rite of inception ritual to become Proud Beast Initiate. I know that because that is what's happening down here. So, as for what's going on up there, I couldn't even fucking begin to tell you. It's not Walter Keane. Is it Jeffrey Sinclair? No. And it's not David Gorin. You'd think it would be Dark Hand Initiate, because that's what the brands on his back say. Oh, it is Dark Hand Initiate. Okay, so we've got Dark Hand Initiate figured out. So, Dark Hand Initiate. Oh, okay, so MC, to sum it up, this is a series of mysterious deaths and mishaps taking place in late 18th century England, all revolving around a mysterious golden idol. And now we're at the part where there's a bunch of rich gentlemen doing what rich gentlemen did back then, which is dress up in stupid masks and do stupid esoteric crap instead of, like, I don't know, podcasting. But what we have to figure out here is, like, what happened here. We have to put it all together. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy was poisoned. So, we know that Lazarus Hurst is down there, and someone is posing as a Dark Hand Initiate. And we know that someone's posing as Dark Hand Initiate because he was ambushed and tied up outside and unable to make the ritual. Oh, we did figure out which ritual it was, though. We did figure that out. So let me go back and look at that again real quick. Right, we figured out it is the ritual of dispute. So, he was challenged to a ritual of dispute. Would you judge me if I told you the terrible truth that you listen to podcasts? I don't know, do you listen to good ones? So I'm guessing Walter Keane might have been challenged to a dispute. But I don't know the rest of what's going on here. At all. Give me another hint. That is always a real question. Are you at least listening to a good podcast instead of a shitty podcast? I'm gonna match these things to get one last hint, and if I can't get anything with that last hint, well... Welp. Welp. I have a game for you, my friend. Oh, yeah, okay, well. I already solved this. Let's take a guess and say Walter Keane drank the other cup and died. Oh, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Okay. Alright, so someone signaled to someone with the sword, because this is Dark Hand Initiate's robe here. Which cup had no poison? Okay, 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 hang on. I think I've got this. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I think I got something here. I've almost got it. I think I've almost got it. Okay. We dealing with anything supernatural, or is this just your run-of-the-mill death cult? Well, that's a great question. Because this all centers around the Golden Idol. So, the answer is a solid maybe. No. No? That feels like it should be right. No? Incorrect? Incorrect. Aha! Aha! Okay. Now we got it. Okay, so Jeffrey Sinclair is the one who died. I got it now. I got it now. Okay. Got it. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured the Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual dispute he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose a safe cup and his opponent drank the poison and died. Alright, what time is it here? What do we got? Got about 10-ish minutes. You know what? Let's go ahead and get started on the next one. Chapter 3, The Ascent, for the crowning celebration by the lighthouse. That was an actual miracle. Unbelievable. So there is a griffin reborn. A ruby ring and a seal with something. And thus, Griffin Reborn revealed himself to his brothers by demonstrating a true miracle. They've all got the ruby ring that indicates they're part of the cult. A silver crown with gems. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you, brothers, to great many changes. We got a ruby ring. And Edmund Cloudsy's notes on the idol. Miracle preparation. After the input, aim at the sky. Press the lever to maximum position and hold for at least 10 seconds. At this point, the idol should be full enough to perform the miracle once. Miracle hypothesis. Water works better, but the effect is not as convincing. Therefore... Okay, so remember the symbols. Increase... I don't remember what this was. But that is increase something. Main challenge is ensuring my balance when holding onto the idol. Practice is paramount. Okay. You wouldn't trust anyone without a ruby ring? Can't trust anybody these days, right? So this is Walter Keane. Or Lazarus. This might be Lazarus. I can't remember. But he's got Edmund Cloudsy's notes on the idol. What an honor to experience such a historical event. Dear Water Snake Brother Maker, this is Nicholas Maker, the lawyer. As a director of the Seven Seas Trading Company, I do not assess work applications. Please go through the official channels so my staff can evaluate your credentials as an attorney. Darkhand Master JT. Justin Timberlake is the Darkhand Master! Protocol of attempt to demonstrate a miracle. June 23rd, 1791. Location, the lighthouse on Gull Islet, near the Horn of Codhead, time noon. President, Lord Angus McBain, Alistair Coach? I don't know. James Turner, I guess that's JT, not Justin Timberlake. Walter Keane, and Mr. Lazarus Hurst. In charge of notes, Nicholas Maker. A watch. No, it can't be. Oh, somebody got deaded. The man is not breathing and has a severe wound in the back of his head. I don't know what that's all about. And his legs are both broken. He's got a ring. Water Snake Master. Lately I have experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Are you the source of this with your magic? Desist immediately, and know that when pushed my rage is absolute. Do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. In my many voyages, I have learned the dark arts, too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons to crush your bones! Proud Beastmaster. June 15th, 1791. Dear friend, it is not so simple for me to get you a seat alongside me at the Court of Directors of the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you stop obsessing over it. It will only unbalance your humors. Let us discuss alternatives at the next party at Kensington Palace. The door is locked from the inside. Griffin Reborn, Rebirth. The one who claims to be the Griffin Reborn must perform a miracle. If no one can repeat the miracle, the mask falls, and claimant is crowned as Griffin Reborn, but if someone repeats it, it's not a miracle, it's just magic, and the claimant is punished by death. Interesting. Interesting. History. In 1725, the first Dark Hand Lord Harrington demonstrated flying and jumped off a cliff to his death. In 1756, Proud Master Lord Pledsley performed a seance talking to the spirits. Lord Angus McBain repeated the miracle, proving him unworthy. In 1764, Dark Hand Master Lord Jones demonstrated the creation of a homunculus. Angus McBain produced a homunculus as well. In 1771, Proud Beast Master Lord White carried out the hypnosis of Servant, and Angus McBain hypnotized the same man. Okay. So, I think we can identify a few folks here. This is Lazarus Hurst. We remember him from the last one. This is Nicholas Maker, who we remember from last time as well. We remember him from a previous puzzle. I think I can see pretty much what happened here. I think pretty much what happened here is Lazarus Hurst used the idol to demonstrate the miracle and of flight and become the Griffin Reborn. Because the masks have been taken off, which means it was successful. And somebody else tried to recreate it by jumping off the lighthouse and died. By guarding the lighthouse, you guard the Empire, General Alistair Coach? I can't read. A trapdoor that connects the staircase to the top of the lighthouse, not locked. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. A boat is moored there. That's very exciting. Okay, so this guy is the water beast or whatever, the water snake master. I'm gonna guess that's Angus McBain, who kept trying to do the same thing every time. Now, who are the rest of these people? There's still someone I can't see who's missing. Oh, it's this guy. Here, I brought your staff, O Griffin Reborn. Hats. Dear Master McBain, these threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being an honest soul, I have no choice but to combine with your base demands. I may have invited Lazarus to our brotherhood, but he has not shared all his secrets with me. Luckily, I had the opportunity to see him practicing this miracle. He has a magical artifact hidden in his cane. When performing the miracle, he input the following glyphs. Increase air. I think that's increase air. To increase the air that's pushing him up. Then he presses a small lever on the handle of the cane, and it grants him the powers to demonstrate the miracle. I have no doubt that the staff will work just as well in your hands as his. Sincerely, Darkhand Steward. A snuff box full of opium. Yep, the golden idol is enclosed within the handle of an ornamental cane. Ores. Interesting. Okay, so we know so far that okay, I'm thinking. So, Lazarus Hurst jumped from the lighthouse using the idol to demonstrate the miracle of flying and become Griffin Reborn. Angus McBain hello, Miles. Miles is here, guys. Everyone say hello to Miles. Jumped from the lighthouse afterward. This resulted in Angus McBain's death from a head wound. Ta-da! When Lazarus Hurst jumped from the lighthouse and survived using the hidden golden idol, Master Angus McBain thought he had had enough information to repeat the miracle and prevent Lazarus from becoming Griffin Reborn. He seized the staff from Lazarus and locked the lighthouse door to prevent foul play. However, he did not know all the secrets of the idol. It did not work, and Angus jumped to his death. I think that's a great time to end the stream for now. That's a good note to end on. We solved that puzzle real fast, and I'm very pleased with it. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I will be back on Friday at 6:30 Central as a reminder. Oh, I'm sorry you were stuck in ads. I'm sorry. It'll be going up on my on YouTube shortly. So, yeah. If you are not in my Discord, you can go into my Discord. Well, thank you for the sub, MC. I don't know why it didn't show that, but I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. I just updated my my OBS, so God only knows why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. That's your first mistake. Never update OBS. I'll be back Friday, like I said, and just as a reminder, I will not be streaming Monday or Wednesday. I have family coming to town for my birthday, so you will not see me then. And then Friday the 25th, I'm doing a 4-hour stream starting at 5 Central. So yeah, thank you so much for coming. I had a wonderful time. I hope you did too. I hope you all enjoyed watching me ride that struggle bus all damn day. So, yeah. Have a good night, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye-bye!